The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Lily.
A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Hey, you playing the 2K tonight?
Chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Yeah, niggas bust your ass last night.
No, they didn't.
He punished you. Yes, he did.
No, he didn't, bro. That was damn near evil. You must got me confused with
Look into Meadows. They go Meadows. Hey, Meadows, stay home.
And he can only manage to get a second and 8 coming up. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific.
Somebody need to call now.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid
We ready to punish your ass.
And get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or
I'm a dog myself.
Jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Gonzalez good in the extra point, and it's now 7-0 game.
Y'all best shooter was scrapped.
You didn't do shit.
The nigga had 8 points. With every other game, he had 20 plus.
The Carolina team is
Hey, you
out there
can't lie.
ready to
You
go,
can't
and
lie.
they kick this one
He
away.
fed boy.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well.
Man,
Inside, run it outside, keep the
you
defense
can't leave Indy out, man.
7 yards there and a first down.
Really once. You can't leave her out.
Get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use
Indy, man. She's in that category.
They'll move it back in the backfield and make them run.
She's in that category with Spice.
You
know,
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy
in that
completion.
category with Spice.
You get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Donahue. He finds his man, complete. That's Baker. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. But oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good.
Hell nah.
It's live, twin.
Bro, go ahead trying to tell me.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Like, I seen that the shit. You sent me an invite on Facebook. How am I supposed to play it?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd and 2, Donahue.
Open man is Quintez Cephas.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's airing it out for Williams.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They'll start on the ground. And it goes down. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now 13-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And
here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And he'll go again here with Hubbard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 119 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Carolina. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps. And
it'll be intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Donahue. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Play action. Donahue. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Off for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay from the right hash. This from 48. Garibay's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 183 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold rolling to his left. Checks this down to Hubbard. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Panthers at 5-4 now on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. The tackle there by Malcolm Rodriguez.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Panthers. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. A first down throw, Darnold. Well, that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown! DJ Moore, 47 yards. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT, and that makes this a 9-point game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
And he'll decide to keep this once more. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go, thanks to this Carolina defense. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Off the play fake. Donahue steps away. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here comes the Lions punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
In motion comes the tight end left. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
To throw on third down, Donahue. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
What, 224 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. A play fake, and it's Darnold. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Darnold on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty
And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead is down to 2. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touch. And he loses the football a second time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Remember, earlier in this game, he lost a fumble. This time, it hit the deck, but he got it back.
Yeah, do you think he's breathing a monster sigh of relief right now? Could you imagine losing 2 in the same game and how that would affect you moving forward? Well, for him, high and tight, just like a good haircut. Never go wrong that way. Hold that football.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Right back to Hubbard. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Darnold on first down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
From the 50, it's Darnold. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Back to throw, Darnold. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Play action. It's Darnold being chased out left. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
On third down, here's a run by Hubbard. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Back-to-back runs. I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Out of the yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Donahue. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off of play action, Darnold on the move to his left. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 30 big ones.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Swift. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 1st down, Lions on a pickup of 13. Back to throw. Donahue. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Off play action. Donahue. He finds his man complete. That's Baker. Finding space at the 40 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Donahue steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It goes as a pickup of 23. And it'll be first down Lions. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
To throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Baker. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going after passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win. But they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
They'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. So they can't convert for 2, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the fourth. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Darnold. Complete to Chenault. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Darnold. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort